Okay, joining us now, America First legal vice president, and he's an attorney. He's Gene Hamilton. Gene, we love having you on. Merry Christmas. Good to see you. Okay, former President Trump's legal team filed a notice in court that he will appeal a judge's ruling that he cannot cite presidential immunity in the federal 2020 case. And now the D.C. appeals court today just upheld a partial gag order on the former president. Where does this go? Does this go to the Supreme Court?
Liz, well, Merry Christmas to you, and thanks for having me on. Yes, I think it does go to the Supreme Court. Eventually, these are major questions, major legal issues that have to get resolved. Everyone at home needs to keep in mind, this is an unprecedented situation. We have never, ever had a presidential candidate subject to a gag order before. What we have today was at least some acknowledgement from the appeals court, from 3 liberal judges, that the overbroad order that the judge in the district court in D.C. issued was overbroad, was in fact overbroad. Now, it's been narrowed in, but its existence is still far too egregious. It is still far too much. It limits what Donald Trump can say or do. And so it has to be reviewed. It has to be curtailed.
Got it. Now, these reports coming in that Georgia Fulton County DA Fani Willis emailed in November ahead of time that she wants to jail Trump. She wants to jail his former chief of staff, Mark Meadows. She reportedly wants to jail Rudy Giuliani in her RICO and conspiracy case against them. This is according to the newspaper The Guardian, citing 2 anonymous sources who saw, they say, the emails. That Fani Willis emailed on November 29th, quote, "We have a long road ahead. Long after these folks are in jail, we will still be practicing law." You know, the reports coming in, Gene, that defense lawyers are really upset that the DA's office will throw around a prison threat in such a cavalier manner.
Yeah, and they should be, because the job of a prosecutor is to do justice. The job of a prosecutor is not to throw someone in jail at all costs, at all expenses. And what Fani Willis appears to be interested in is promotion of her own career, of her own success. That is an improper motive for a prosecutor. And if you read that same reporting, it appears as though Fani Willis is taking issue with some of the defense counsel not referring to her as the quote-unquote district attorney. So this is someone who's on a power trip. This is someone who is not interested in justice. She is out for a scalp. It's wrong. No American should be subjected to that by any prosecutor.
Can the former president on any grounds whatsoever use this as grounds to, get the case tossed?
Well, I certainly hope so at some point in time. It might be a painful process, but eventually this level of evidence of irregularities in the process and misstatements by the prosecutor is going to mean something sometime. It's just a matter of when.
And by the way, the final point to be made, House Judiciary Chair Jim Jordan is probing and sent a letter to Fulton County DA Fani Willis asking why she reached out to the January 6th committee and why she reached out to Chair Benny Thompson for information and records for her case. Jordan is saying that's improper. Could Fani Willis say, well, this is just part of my investigation?
Well, she can certainly say that, but it's whether the viewer at home or whether the juror at home believes it. And the fact of the matter is that what she is doing and what all of these other prosecutions are doing is they're on a political witch hunt. That's all it is.
Got it. Gene Hamilton, thanks for coming in. It's good to see you.